Oh, wrong way.
Hi.
How's it going? We're still trying to figure out how we're setting this up.
You're fine.
Maybe? I don't know. Our space is terrible for this. Let's see if this works, and then we'll go from there.
Your space is terrible.
My space. We don't do a lot of. We're terrible at social media.
It's
Yes.
all right. So are we.
Hello, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
You might need to jump on the Wi-Fi because we're technically underground.
Am I not on the Wi-Fi? I'm on the Wi-Fi.
Oh, are you? Are we glitching out, or are you guys okay?
You're good. It's a little. I think we're. It's a little blurry, but I think we're okay.
Okay.
Me. Boy.
Hmm?
Oh, I was just seeing if this would be better.
Oh, trying it from the computer.
Yeah.
Oh no, remember the speakers.
Oh, right.
There we go.
Crap.
Hey.
All right. Well, we're all here. Maybe Sierra can join sometime. It looks like she's frozen. Oh, she left.
Second, I didn't know if it was this or her.
Well, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Thanks to everybody that's in the chat right now. If you have any questions, just put them in there. Right. Jojo, you want to start us off?
Feed is kind of blurry.
The feed is kind of blurry.
Uh-oh.
Interesting. There's Sierra.
There we go.
Phone
Welcome
problem.
back.
It wouldn't even show that I was on here, so it was great.
All right.
All right, I joined from my other account, so then I had to close it and come over here.
Is it still blurry for you? Because I don't see blur anymore.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't see blurry
everything looks like me.
I'll just keep the volume down on this. Oh, ours is definitely blurry. I see what they're saying.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I wonder if it's my case.
Oh, like is it?
Because I have a weird.
Is it dirty?
Clean your.
It was a little blurry, but I think we're good.
Might have been a me problem.
We'll just
If that's any better.
blame Sierra. Sierra broke it. Now she's back. She fixed it.
I'll take the blame.
All right. Screen is better now.
Screen is
Okay.
better. Cool. So what got you guys into music?
I grew up. My parents were really musically inclined, and my dad actually used to take me to his band practices and things like that, and then I'd go watch him play. So, music has always been in my family. What about you?
It's literally the same answer. I started playing because my dad was a bass player, and then just kind of picked things when I was in middle school, and I've played ever since then.
Awesome. How did Spirits get started?
So originally Riley Rose, our guitarist, and also our producer, he actually used to record my old band, and we became really good friends over that process. And then my band and his band actually split up, and I had taken a little break from music, and then I ended up getting an email from him and an ex-member as well, and they said they were starting up this project, and they actually sent me the instrumentals for Anchors, kind of to test the waters and see if it was something I wanted to do. And honestly, from the first time I heard that song, I was like, this is something I definitely want to be part of.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love your guys' sound. Like it
Thank
takes
you.
you back to like old school emo.
Hell yeah.
Emo.
That's what we're all about.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, it's definitely refreshing. Sierra?
She loves being put on the spot. It's great.
I just think
Okay,
like doing all the talking. I'm like, anybody else?
No, were you guys originally from like Vancouver? Because like I'm from Seattle.
Yeah, so I've lived in like Vancouver, Battleground, Portland area for the majority of my life. When I was a kid, I moved to like California and Chico area around there for a little bit, and then Central Oregon. But I moved back here in like I want to say sixth grade. So yeah, I've been here pretty much my whole life.
Yeah, I've been in the Portland area. My whole life pretty much. So I think I'm the furthest member, but I'm only like half an hour away from the rest of the guys. Not very far at all.
Nice. Somebody says Beard Daddy in the house.
Oh yeah, what's up? How you doing, fam? Good to see you in here.
So who have been some of your influences?
You go first.
I go.
Put
I've
you on the
always been
spot.
like a metalcore kid, so like I started playing bass and like learning how to play like kill switch stuff, or I always wanted to try to play like Lamb of God stuff, but those bass lines are guitar parts and they're ridiculous. Funny enough, for being like having a bunch of emo influences, Riley and Sean are like have the biggest emo influences. Like they'll send me songs like I've literally never listened to this. I'm the metalcore kid in the band.
Yeah, and Jackson's kind of the same way. And we had a show that we played, and we ended on "Cute Without the E" from Taking Back Sunday, and so we're sitting at the merch booth, and I just love it because Jackson's sitting there, and he's a real quiet guy,
Very quiet.
very quiet. And this guy comes up, and he just starts talking to him about emo music, and I see the look in his eye because he's not he loves the music. Don't get me wrong, he's in the band, and we make sure everyone likes songs before we actually finalize that. But he is probably the least emo out of the band, and just seeing this kid like railing him about emo music and what his favorite emo band and stuff, it was a fun moment for sure.
That's awesome.
It's a hard one to like define. Like we've had people be like, "What's your favorite emo band?" I'm like, I don't even know what how you would define. I don't know. Emo's such like a broad term where I'm like, I don't know. I listened to like the first Evanescence album when it came out. Does that count? I think that's pretty emo.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
I love your TikTok handle too, Emo Daddies.
Yeah, so that was an accident the way that happened. Riley and I were shooting some reacts, and we had a couple of blooper reels, and he kept me on my toes. Every time I do a little clap to get the next one, he threw something out, and I actually really love that video because when I go back and I watch it and I see him actually say the Emo Daddies for the first time, you can just see the genuine like crack up between both of us. And so, I mean, that's really how that birthed is. It was all an act.
You just shared that the other day. I had never seen that because I'm the newest member, so like a lot of the backstory I don't know a lot of, and I'm slowly like it's being unveiled like more and more.
Nice. So somebody wants to know what our favorite bands are. So
I just
Sarah,
answered like there's so many. Do I really have to pick one?
just say it. Spit it out.
Everyone's favorite question. Yeah, you got to pick one.
Oh.
I
Let me look
can
at my.
I don't even know.
say yours. Ryder.
Who,
Come
mine?
back to me.
Yeah,
Who's mine?
Ryder.
Oh, yeah. Fair.
Hey, Sarah, who's your favorite band?
Come back to me on that. I need to look at my music and pick because it's too.
Oh, my God. Yeah, see, I'm not that bad.
All right, I'll tell you my.
I could say Vera.
I have a ton of favorite bands, but my absolute favorite is Motionless in White.
Oh, that's a good one.
I just saw them in October. They were really good.
I was supposed to see them in September, and Chris got sick, and so I'm in Albuquerque, and so our date was the only one they canceled. But then on Tuesday, they just announced that they're coming here in April, so I'm stoked.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it's funny because they had a rescheduled show for Houston like on May 5th. And so I was like, all right, I'm flying out there. I'm doing it because they said they're not touring this year because they're working on their new album. They're only playing like festival shows, and they did that show as a makeup date. So I was like, well, they're not touring. I'm not going to see them till like next year probably. So now I'm going to see them like twice in a week. So
Hell yeah.
what's your favorite Spirit song and why? Ghost Parade. Are you asking them or us?
Which
Well, somebody else said, what's your favorite song of yours? So I'll say they're talking to you guys.
okay.
Mine personally is Forever and Always. Mainly just because it's the one that hits the closest to home. It was actually written about family members and things like that. So it's actually the name of that song. So my mom used to read me a bedtime story. I like you forever. I love you for always. And so when I wrote this song, that's where the Forever and Always comes from. So that's probably my favorite one.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
I really got into when they released that EP and I wasn't in the band yet, and just started jamming it because I've known all the guys in the area for a while, and then I think Meraki on EP is probably my favorite. It's just really riffy, and the chorus is like catchy and meaningful. I don't know. It's a fun song to play bass wise. Like it's I don't know. That's probably Rocky. Yeah.
Oh, and Migs, I use Pantene Pro V. No joke.
This is a beard interview. It's not a music interview.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
turned into. So somebody said all of you. So I'll follow up that when I asked you like what song you wanted me to use for the promo, and you said Forever and Always. Like that song is amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you're welcome. I was listening to the EP today, and I actually really like Meraki too. So it's a little more upbeat, little up tempo. So yeah, I mean that whole EP though is awesome. Everybody needs to check.
Please do.
Dan, thank you. That really means a lot to us for sure.
That's awesome.
You're welcome. Okay, don't pay attention to Miguel in the chat. He gets a little wild.
Oh yeah. That's just a typical night. It's all good.
Yeah, what they've been using.
Wearing a fireman's suit. Okay.
Funny.
Whoa. Okay.
Very specific. I like.
Miguel, you gotta save that for your live, okay?
It's like everyone's
Have you seen the last one?
Don't give him ideas, Jen.
I just did.
Oh God.
Okay. Anyway, back to
Yeah. Anyway. Who would you guys like to collaborate with the most?
Oof.
If I'm going like emo, I would say either Taking Back Sunday or Seosin. If I'm going not emo, my all-time favorite would be Incubus.
Ooh,
Incubus.
that's a good one.
That's hard. I'm not going to top that.
Sure you can. Come on now.
So
Knock it out of the park, man.
I'm gonna go like a little. People probably aren't gonna know, and I'm gonna give them a shout out. There's a band in Seattle we played with a couple times called Designer Disguise.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
And they're doing a
god.
much.
Love those guys.
We interviewed them.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
We played with them 3 or 4 times now, and like all the like pop goes metalcore stuff they've been dropping this year, and just like Jackson's voice, I think would be really cool to have on a song.
Oh yeah.
They're all
Okay,
really cool.
Yeah. So they did they're dropping a new song today, and he put a reel yesterday. I'm pretty sure I guessed it right because he did the little like celebration emojis on my response. So just so everybody knows, pretty sure it's Backstreet Boys. I want it that way, but you'll find out tonight.
That's crazy too, because no joke, we're recording vocals for a Backstreet Boys cover this Saturday.
Like 2 days.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not that song. It's not that song, so it's not the same song. But yeah, we used to actually play it live like way back when the band first started, and we just never really did anything with it. And then we had a couple of friends of ours that were like, "Man, we really want to hear that again." So we were like, "Fuck it, we're just going to release it."
Yeah. So talking about covers, I did the Falling in Reverse cover. Did Ronnie ever say anything about that?
We got a couple. He like did a react to something, but maybe not that cover.
So he reacted, to a lot of our reactions and things, and he did say he would check it out. But I kind of feel like because we used to hop in his stream pretty frequently, and I feel like not intentionally, but I think some of the people that follow us may have berated him a little bit too much. Just being honest, I think that he probably was just like, I'll check it out if I want to check it out, but it definitely wasn't our intent to try to spam him or anything like that. But I kind of feel like maybe he got that vibe. I could be way off base as well too, but I was in the stream that he was supposed to check it out, and it just didn't end up happening. So
cool. I was just curious because he's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We know another person who is kind of wild and he's out of control in the chat again. Sierra, you gotta start spraying him or something. Like
actually, is that a peach? A peach and a carrot.
that is definitely a peach and a carrot.
Yep.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened at a show?
You go.
I'm the new guy. I haven't played that many shows.
I mean, I don't think it has to be this band.
I don't think I've had anything. My other bands have been. I don't know. I got to think about that.
We had one of our friends hop. This was a different band. Not a lot of really crazy stuff has happened in this band, to be honest. But my old band, one of our friends jumped up on stage and got dared to take his pants off, and he did it. He owned up to it. So we had a naked guy dancing around on stage. So it was weird.
Did you
We
have
had a-
Miguel at your show?
I feel like they would get along.
We just had a guy at our last. He was like super excited about us ending our set on Anchors are Forever and Always.
Oh, it's forever and always. Yeah.
And he got so excited he grabbed the mic and it pulled the power.
Oh yeah,
So
that
it
did
killed
happen.
like all of our backtracks. It killed all the mics like halfway through the song. We were super confused. That was a weird one that like just happened like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't think I had anything like I don't know. We haven't had anything that crazy happen so far.
So far.
So far, yeah.
It's gonna happen.
It will happen.
Yeah, Riley's away. I wonder if he would have any answers on this one.
Actually, he was electrocuted at a show.
Oh yes, his guitar was shaking the whole time. That was fun.
Yeah, it was an outdoor show.
Dang.
We played an
That's a new
outdoor
one?
show this summer, and all the whole PA overheated. So the like middle of our set, the whole PA died. We literally couldn't play anything.
Wow.
With designer disguise. That was with designer.
Rub a muffin top on the beer, claim it as
Wow.
I can. The muffin's the best part of the muffin, so
That's true.
And Sierra's broken.
Have the bottom
Okay.
of the muffin.
All right, we talked about your favorite song, but what is your favorite song to perform live?
I would say my favorite to perform live is probably Anchors, just because it's fun to get the crowd involved on that. Otherwise, Cute Without the E, Sucker for Taking Back Sunday.
Yeah, I think Anchors is really fun because we have like a crowd participation thing that we've been doing. Forever and Always is always really fun because that's been like a big breakdown. So it's like we end the set with that one usually. So that's been really fun to just like it's the very end of the set. You play it live and you just go as hard as you can for the last like minute. We have a couple new ones that we haven't released yet that I think are really fun. So, but no one's gonna know that. So
Nice. Do you have any upcoming shows?
We do, yeah. So March 23rd, we're playing in Longview, Washington. It's an all-age show at a place called The Regents. And then the 29th, we have an all-age show in Vancouver, and that's at the Heavy Metal Brewing. It's going to be another banger as well.
yeah, there's actually the band with the summer. They're called Evelyn's Casket. They're from Washington, and they are doing like a 2-month-long tour.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a month long.
Yeah.
So they're touring through Portland, Vancouver area. So we set up a show in Vancouver to play with them.
Awesome.
What is your creative process in writing like any songs?
Well, for this band, at least, Riley is kind of the mastermind of a lot of it as far as all the instrumentals and everything like that.
He pumps out a lot of like rough skeletons. Like here's my idea, and then usually we kind of go off of whatever his little like rough draft demo pre-pro kind of thing is, and we'll kind of get together and throw different ideas at each other and see what works.
Yeah, and like we might, change little aspects of things or change parts up. And then once we get the instrumental all locked in and how we want it, then usually all music can start writing some vocals for it. And then once I come up with what I think is a good, kind of skeleton for it, I'll send it to the guys and they'll give me feedback as far as like what I should change, if we should add things. And then we'll have a lot of sessions where we'll come together in the studio and we'll just record and we'll do scratch tracking and then, just add different ideas to it. And then once we get it all pieced together, we'll go back and record it, for the final time.
Yeah, I think, man, we really need our guitar player here. He does a lot of the he pumps out so much stuff, and then it's kind of a collaborative thing over the process of, I don't know, I joined a year and a half ago, and I think when I joined, he already had both songs in the works that I had to figure out, or we start talking about.
That's cool.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you.
Chat.
Obviously, you guys play your certain instruments in the band, but do you play any other instruments?
I dabble a little bit in piano. I would say that I play piano by any means, but I can put a couple chords together. And then I used to be a guitarist. I haven't touched guitar in years, but that used to be my thing.
I mean, I'm usually just bass. I know enough on guitar, but I'm definitely not a guitar player. It's a totally different instrument than like playing bass. I've dabbled with like a ukulele. That's kind of fun, but nothing like nothing I would say I'm proficient in.
Very cool.
I think again that's Riley. I think Riley wasn't like everything.
Anything?
What's the best way that your fans and new fans can support you?
It's social media now. I mean, that's the biggest thing for bands. I think is supporting small bands means like if they make a post, like it or share it. If they make, I don't know, we're really bad about doing reels, but like that's a big one now on Instagram that we're trying to like figure out is like all the vertical formatting and stuff. It's a whole new game with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, really, honestly, just adding to playlists and spreading the word. Share button's free, and it really does help out. Not only does it get us, banned in front of other people's eyes, but it also helps kind of break up the algorithm too, because that's a lot of what works against people is social media platforms want the bands to have to pay to get the things done. So if people can help, by throwing a comment or a like or a share, that automatically gets you, into the algorithm a little bit better.
Yeah. I went to Spotify, that doesn't really pay the bills. Trying help.
Do you have any advice for fans who want to go into the music industry?
I would say just learn to balance, finding that balance between, first of all, making sure that it's something that you're still enjoying doing. Being in a band, especially when you go the serious route, it becomes a business, and making sure that part doesn't take over, your actual want to actually do music. And really just at the end of the day, just try to do it for yourself, as cliche as that sounds. They're always going to put stuff out there and people are going to like it or they're going to hate it. Everyone's got an opinion about it. But as long as you're secure that it's something that you enjoy doing, I mean, the rest of that doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the whole reason I got into it. It's just I mean, music was such a big part of my life in the first place, but I got into it just like playing with a bunch of my friends and having a good time with it. So make sure, yeah, I'm just gonna reiterate what Sean said. Like, make sure you're still enjoying it. Like, because if you're playing music and you hate it, like, it's gonna be a really tough grind. Like,
Yeah,
it's already hard enough if you do enjoy it. And like, if you hate every second of it, it's only gonna get worse.
and like I said, balancing your personal life. I have a wife, I have a full-time job, and everything like that. Making sure that they come first, and that it doesn't interfere with the things that truly do matter. Because at the end of the day, if you're in a band or not, if the band splits up, what are you going back to? You've got your family, you got your friends. So making sure not to isolate yourself from them.
Definitely.
Is there anything you like to do for fun outside of music?
I'm a big weightlifter. That's been my therapy on top of music. I tried. I mean, I like playing video games, but I just don't have enough to do it as much.
I like outdoor stuff, kayaking and going on hikes and stuff. And then my cats, they take up a lot of my time.
Person.
Yes, cats take up a lot of time.
Mhm.
Looks like we have question in the chat from Ghost Parade 13. Any tips for writing lyrics?
That's how you.
For me, it all depends on everyone's process, but like what I'll do if I'm trying to just get a song written out, I'll try to start with like the chorus, or just start with a verse and really kind of figure out what you want the song to be about, and then base everything else around that. When I'm writing lyrics to the music that Riley would send me, a lot of times I'll start at the middle, and then I might go to the end, and then I'll start back at the beginning. So don't think that you have to start right at the intro and work your way to the right all the way to the end. And then don't be afraid to improve things, and try to re-record to rewrite things, because there's a lot of times I'll bring something to the guys and I'll think it's 100%, there, and they'll give me some advice on things that I could do to better it. And it really ends up helping me out a lot, because I'm not just 100% stuck on the fact that, oh, this is how it has to be. Hopefully that helps.
Yeah, I mean, I never really dabbled in writing lyrics. Usually it's like if I'm hanging out in the studio while they're recording vocals to figure out lines, I'll throw out little bits and pieces here and there, but like I've never been like a lyric person. That's all you and Riley.
But he does a good job. There's been a few times that Riley and I both have had some writers.
Did they freeze?
They did freeze.
The circle.
Oh my god,
That's what I saw earlier.
Welcome back, guys.
And they're back.
So this is everybody's favorite question. I'm probably going to start a war in the chat in a minute. What is your favorite type of food?
Food. Oof.
Ooh, that's rough. I mean, I hate to be super just
You're gonna say pizza.
about it, but
You're gonna say pizza.
pepperoni pizza, but it's got to have white sauce, pepperoni, and pineapple. And if you don't like it, you're eating it wrong.
That is
White, what the hell is
controversial.
white?
Alfredo sauce, some type of Alfredo sauce, or just like a white sauce and pepperoni and pineapple, he said.
Yeah.
That is sort of war in the.
If you don't like it, you're eating it wrong, I'm telling you.
That sounds so bomb.
I'm the only one that didn't know what white sauce was. Okay, so check this out. Cold pizza with pineapple and Cool Whip.
The one that keeps commenting on chat, we are putting him on full blast right now.
He's the one
Because he's the one who said it.
pizza into our lives.
Cool. I mean, I would try.
He's got a slice it under his teeth.
Miguel.
Oh, Lord.
I still don't know. They're frozen again.
Half the reason I go weightlifting.
Miguel, you broke it again.
Food.
There we go.
I probably would go with Thai food.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Food is good.
That's a good one. That's sophisticated. I like that.
that's me. Yes, it's sophisticated. Well, and I have celiac, so I can't really do pizza anymore.
That's true.
I'm outnumbered this time with the pineapple.
You are, and I am so happy. I'm sitting in here and enjoying it.
Well, Riley just joined us here.
What's your favorite food? Go.
Favorite food?
Favorite food.
1, 2, 3, go. Now. 1. Go.
Really? Philly cheesesteak. Okay.
Philly cheesesteak.
That's why I'm so fat.
Barbecue pizza is pretty good.
Oh my God.
Barbecue
So I
pizza.
went
Barbecue
pineapple
chicken.
on pizza, so
Kind of one piece.
I think we're all in agreement on that. That's
What do you guys feel
Sorry.
about pineapple? Each one of you.
I would say I think all of Spirits likes pineapple on pizza. That's
Jen, I love you, but you are definitely our number tonight.
All right, well,
Let's go.
I'm not partying with the Spirits fan. No.
We got an
My
anti-pineapple one.
Washingtonian. Don't do that.
Hi.
to people.
this is
Hey,
right.
how's it going?
How's it going?
There's a
Good, how are you?
Okay, that's stool.
I think I'll stay away from
All
that.
right, cool. Smart choice.
Yeah, that's Riley's question, so he can answer all
Oh
that.
boy.
Riley, what's your favorite band?
AFI.
Oh, my
That's
God,
a
I
good
love
one.
it.
It's two answers there.
Right?
One of those two.
What which one of you said you? There's a delay, so I couldn't see which one of you liked them.
Look at the phone.
Oh, very nice.
Me.
Hey,
Her.
hey, what's
Who
your
doesn't like
favorite
AFI?
Oh, there's still too many. Uh, there's not really, like, I can't really pick one because I like them all.
Like-
But I have to say, Miss Murder is probably still my favorite song.
Sean's as well.
That is
Yeah.
honestly my favorite.
Is that they,
Yeah,
like,
Miss
script?
Murder played. Miss Murder played before Trinity of Terror, and everybody was like screaming it at the top of their
Yeah.
lungs.
He's sweet.
Nice.
We're thinking like Skrillex before he did EDM, because then with them we probably would.
Oh, I do love Sunny Moore.
Yeah, like if it's Sunny Moore, then yeah.
You called it that time.
Yeah,
Going old school.
I don't know.
Yeah, we have the computer go up so we can see the chat.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I zoomed in too, so our old eyes can see the letters.
Oh,
That is helpful.
Yeah. Good luck. That's all I
Yeah.
gotta say.
December Underground is definitely my favorite album.
Solid.
I say you still got. Is it? Oh, it's on your arm. You've got the.
Yeah, I have like 9 AFI attachments. It's an issue. Yeah, it's an issue.
Doesn't sound like an
It's
issue.
never an issue.
Yeah. What about you guys? Who are your favorite bands?
Mine is Motionless in White.
Solid.
I'm just gonna go back to, there's a new uprising band called Rider. That's who I'm listening to right now.
Oh, I haven't heard them.
I have to go
They're cool.
New
with
York.
Vera.
All
They're
right.
actually based in LA. So
Okay, let's go.
Nice. And what about you there in the bottom corner? I'm sorry, I don't know any of your names.
That's okay.
I don't think he heard you, Sarah.
Oh,
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, you.
Vera, the LA band that
Oh, nice.
we had interviewed back on, I think it was December 14th.
Like,
Very
She
fun.
likes Green Day. She does like Green Day. She has some Green Day songs in her mix.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm gonna go see
You
Green
have, like,
Day August. August.
Are you?
Yeah, they're doing the 30 years of Dookie
Oh, wow.
and 20 years of
I think that's
American.
gonna be a good show.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Well, if you guys like Green Day, check out Not Green Day. That's our buddies in a Green Day cover band, and they're
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's underground.
Do you guys have any pre-show rituals?
Stringing my guitar.
I dry heave a lot.
Oh,
I have a nerve issue. Sometimes it happens on stage, so I'll face our drummer so no one can see.
See, I'm learning. I like doing these like interviews because I'm learning stuff that he would tell us.
I always wait way too long to put my show shoes on because I don't want to switch shoes. So I'm always way behind on that. And like as we're hitting the stage, putting them on. That's become a ritual of mine.
Flip flops and pineapple shorts.
Flip flops and shorts until the stage. Yeah,
Did you say pineapple shorts?
absolutely.
He has. So we practice in the summer. We practice in a basement, and it gets like horrendously hot in here. And it was like there was like I don't know every practice for like 2 months in a row. He walked in wearing the same like kind of short, not like short shorts.
It's got to be short shorts, or I'm not.
But they're like it's a pineapple like print. He wore them for like every practice for like 2 or 3 months.
Well, they double as swim trunks. So as soon as practice was over, I'd go home and jump in the pool, and then it's the best of both worlds.
There you go.
No change necessary.
That's it. Not finding out he had a pool.
Yes, I do. What? You've been to my house?
I haven't
you
seen a
didn't
pool
in the backyard.
I
Fair
haven't seen a
enough.
pool.
Fair enough.
Don't try to make this my fault.
Well, we do. We have a pool, and it's
Look at that pre-show. Getting
looking gorgeous. That's our pre-show.
thanks.
facing the main.
Yeah, usually brushing my hair because it's going to be a fucking mess as soon as we get done playing. It's close to cutting it off. That's close.
If you do, I will hurt you.
I'll just cut it off and I'll give it to you.
Kyoto's had a song about that.
That's true.
If I cut my hair, Hawaii will sing.
Jesus.
What is your guys' like dream venue or location to like play at?
Dream venue to play at?
Mine would be the Red Bucks, for damn sure.
Oh, I mean, that's a pretty solid one.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I've only ever gone to like the Portland area.
That weird new sphere in Vegas. That looks cool. I don't know if they do shows there.
They
But
do.
that'd be
They
You
awesome.
two just
do.
did one.
We do.
I want to go
Be
there.
cool.
Then.
Yeah, you two just. I think you two is the first one. It's like,
Of course, it was you too.
and then you just used to like the way they designed it is that all the speakers are around the sphere, so every seat has the same audio experience. It's like from front to back,
That's crazy.
and the whole sphere is
It's also
LEDs.
dangerous if you suck live.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, doing shows around here, I think like going to shows in Portland as a kid, like playing the Roseland would be really cool. It's nothing special, but it's just like the shit. Like it's where you saw your favorite bands play when you were a kid. So
And it's like too big for local bands, so it's
way
like,
too big. Yeah,
yeah,
I played there once at the Battle of the Bands when I was like high school,
nice.
and we like demanded we played on the main. Like we wanted to play the main stage regardless of when we played, and we played like third.
Yeah.
I got to open for In Flames there.
You did.
Yeah,
I bought tickets for you for that show.
Hell yeah, thank you for the support.
That's
We
awesome.
had a question come across. What is your favorite horror movie?
Ooh,
That's a Riley question. He's the horror dude.
That is so hard. I would have to split it into eras. So
Nope,
my
no, you
favorite,
need one.
my favorite of all time is the Phantom of the Opera from 1930.
Oh,
I really like old silent horror films. That and Nosferatu would probably be my favorite.
Yeah.
As far as a modern one goes, I don't know. I'm kind of basic. Probably Sinister. I really like that one.
Sinister's cool.
I like
Sinister is really
Right.
good.
Right?
I was a
Yeah.
fan of Exorcism of Emily Rose. I like
Oh, that is a
lot.
good one.
I don't know. I kind of got over watching horror movies when I was a teenager because there was that era where like they were all just like horrendously gory for no reason. So I just kind of got bored with it.
Like the
I think the last-
torture movies. Yeah.
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 Saw
Like,
and
I
everything.
can't torture
So,
because I'm like some
is-
psycho out here getting ideas.
I think the last one that was
Places your mind goes.
Insidious, like the first
Ooh,
Insidious.
yeah.
That is a
I
good
think
one.
The
Insidious.
Insidious
That's a good one.
movies, yes.
Yeah,
Pretty much any
like a whole
possession
series.
movie for me. Like if someone's getting possessed, I'm liking it.
I actually just watched the new Exorcist movie, Believer, last night. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
Nice.
I agree.
What's our? Because we have an intro.
Exorcism
It's
of Emily Rose.
Exorcism of Emily Rose. Yeah, we have a sound clip on our intro that's Exorcism of Emily Rose. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's that, and then the music that's playing under it. I basically took the old theme and completely switched it up. So it's basically like a weird alternate version of the theme from The Omen, but then there's the clip of Emily Rose over it.
Oh.
So,
That's cool.
Marianne on Netflix. I think I got sprayed. We'll definitely check that out.
All right.
Yeah.
oh, that is a good one.
Sierra, write that down. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no, I already took a screenshot. I'm gonna send it in the group later. I know what I'm gonna be watching at work at 3 in the morning now.
So, like, you're not going to call me at 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, I might,
Yeah, Ghost
I call you if I scream.
Parade
Okay.
also talked about the rave in Milwaukee earlier, saying you guys should go there. It's haunted. I want to go to that venue so bad.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Ghosts and music, my vibe.
Yeah, we need to.
I would be so down.
We even have like friends in Colorado that want us to play a show out there, but we need a van.
Yeah, we need a van. It'd be cool to play in like Savannah, Georgia's super haunted. I would love to play there. I would love to steal the idea Motionless and White had for playing in a haunted like lunatic asylum. I would like to steal that.
Yeah, you should do that.
That would be
You'd fit like spirits.
I would
playing
like
with the
go
spirits, you know.
and just walk around.
Yeah.
Miguel, imagine that.
Wow, I wonder why they're on here.
I mean, I'm glad we look like a band. I mean,
That is a plus.
I mean, we look. I don't know if it's a compliment or an insult to be like, you look like a musician.
Kind of like telling
It's
someone.
Miguel.
Yeah, exactly.
He likes to give everybody
Yeah,
crap.
it's like
So
saving time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. What would you say in the music industry has been your biggest challenge to overcome?
Oh boy.
Algorithms.
Yeah, algorithms and honestly oversaturation. Like, there's so many good bands out there that it's not like it used to be, and it's so easy for bands to get their music out there, especially with like the revolution of home studios and people being able to do everything on their own.
And streaming, so you can just like throw it up.
Yeah. So I guess like setting yourself apart from everybody else is kind of the hard thing to do.
That is. I never thought about that. Yeah, that's. I mean, hence blending like we're trying to be the emo kids, but also still play metalcore.
Yeah. I would say image.
Yeah.
I hate that you have to look like a model to get anywhere. I think it's stupid that in order to be a guitar player, you have to be like super hot now or your band won't get anywhere. I think that sucks.
None of us look like Tim Henson.
Yeah. Tim Henson is also ridiculously talented.
Angel
but there are so
Vivaldi.
many bands that are like, manufactured and not actually very good, but they're all hot, so they get huge. And then great bands struggle because they don't look as good. I think that's stupid.
Yeah, it's a big image.
And that even goes not just saying from like a fan standpoint. There's bands that won't get deals because a certain member doesn't look a certain way, and they want them to kick that member out. And they're like, no, we started this band together, and so they don't get signed because one person doesn't look the part.
Yeah.
So it goes a lot deeper than just people online or like people that are actually listening or buying the music. A lot of it's on the actual industry side too.
Yeah, I think we would get that. Like Jackson doesn't look like any. I mean, he's not an emo kid, but he definitely looks like an emo kid.
Yeah, that part I've always found kind of gross, really gross. Actually, it's I understand you have to be able to sell. Like music is a product, you have to sell it, but at the same time, it's I don't know. Just me being a cranky dude, I guess. I started playing guitar because I liked music, not because I wanted to like look hot on stage.
Which is crazy because I think you're pretty. So.
Well, thank you. But yeah, that part's tough.
Yeah, I get that. It should be about the music, not what you look like. But
yeah, there was
unfortunately that's
the world
we live in now, right?
Yeah.
But you guys look like rock stars, so you're good.
Even Miguel agrees. He's like, "Give it to me, cranky hot man." There you go.
Oh,
That's your future from now on.
I am usually overeating for that one.
What is
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Wow, Jen.
Miguel's distracted me.
You missed half the interview, so you got to get first again.
Yeah, superpower.
Superpower.
Be able to write the guitar riffs that are in my head before I forget them.
Oh, that's cool.
That would be something I would very much consider that a superpower.
I don't know. I don't know. I probably would be lame and say like flying because that would make a lot of our shit a lot easier.
Yes, it would.
Are you afraid of heights?
Oh yeah.
And I was when I was a kid. That would be. I'll stay low. It'd be fine. I can still fly down low.
That would be like so
we
ironic.
had 2 interviews in a row, and they're like, "I want to fly, but I'm afraid of heights." So.
I hated heights when I was a kid, so I guess I never thought about that. Maybe I don't want that superpower.
I'm so scared.
You said that before.
So scared of heights.
Me too.
It is a problem. I cannot.
Are you on like
Dude.
flight?
Well, from Disneyland, my youngest kid had to hold my hand because I was that freaked out, and I was on like a muscle relaxer. for
Yeah, you were
anxiety.
like,
Did not work at all. My screen was broken. So I
oh,
couldn't
you
watch
told us about
anything.
this.
And I left my phone in the Uber in LA as I was getting on the flight. So I had no phone, no screen, no music. Yeah, it was a huge problem.
Sounds like you're flying in the 90s.
It was a huge problem. Yeah.
Ghost Parade wants to know what your favorite guitars are.
Ooh, there's a company called Skirvason that's out of I can't remember where they're from. They're in Eastern Europe somewhere. Those are my favorite, like modern guitar, like I would actually play. But my favorite guitar of all time is a Gibson Les Paul.
Nice.
Mine is an Act 2.
What?
Act 2.
An Act 2.
Walmart special,
There
baby.
you go.
Favorite? I really want, if I could get my hands, this might be obscure, maybe Riley will know. There's a bass that they discontinued that was like the Gibson Ripper.
Oh yeah,
It was a really cool body style, and they did some reissues, which are kind of cool, but like the original ones are really sweet.
those are rad.
I think every modern like metal bass player now, it's either like Kiesel or Dingwall, and they're both solid, but I think a Gibson Ripper would be really cool.
That would be so rad.
The bass player from Misery Signals used to play on one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and I saw them live with it, and it was like an original, not a reissue.
That's
It was
awesome.
sick.
What would be your guys' drink of choice?
Drink of choice.
Alcoholic, non-alcoholic, infused, non-infused. I'll be covered
for
the
doing-
bases.
I'll go for Makers on the Rocks.
I didn't know you were a whiskey brother.
Oh, yeah.
What? I've never seen you drink whiskey.
You will eventually.
A lot.
You don't drink.
He's going for that after this live.
Based on the chat, yeah.
Come upstairs. I'll
What
show
about
you something.
I'm an old fashioned person. I really like old fashions.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So whiskey, scotch.
Yep. I like Lefroy 10-year Scotch or pineapple for loco.
I don't know. Coconut.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
Interchangeable.
Yeah. But they don't make either now, so now I go with the lemonade.
Okay, Riley, I got to ask you, what is in your famous sidewalk slammer, as you called it?
Oh, the sidewalk slammer,
Ooh.
yeah. So you take a Four Loko of choice. Peach blends well. Pineapple was the best, and then you drink a Steel Reserve down to the label.
Jesus.
A 40 of Steel Reserve down to the label. And then you pour the Four Loko in it, and then you trigger them to your hand.
Oh, now we're going to
And you
have
drink
40
it.
hands. Okay. Wow.
It's good.
We did that.
And this is like seriously not supposed to knock you on your ass.
I didn't.
I'm just wondering why for local.
It's called the sidewalk slammer. It gets you.
It'll get you there.
I will always remember speaking to that. Riley and I used to be in like a deathcore band way back when,
Right.
and we did a show in the Vancouver area, and it was like his pre-show tradition, where it's like he had, I think at this show he was something on the load or something. And he had 2 or 3 rolling around in his car, and it was Coconut Four Locos.
Yeah.
At the Grange.
Well, I didn't have to play guitar then, so
That's true. You were the
really kind of
vocalist.
drink
Then.
as much as I wanted before show.
Anyway,
Being a singer is way easier.
yeah, well, you're playing chuggy like slam deathcore. It's like
Yeah.
it's all on the first 5 frets. You know
Pretty
what I mean?
much.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'm white trash. I drink Four Loko. Judge me.
Do you
That's
still
fine.
drink Four Loko though?
I drank one.
I'm not
Why?
laughing at you. I'm laughing at the other one in the chat.
Oh my
He's
God,
being
he said
himself
you're
again.
definitely a Skrillex fan.
That's Corey equals
see.
Skrillex.
I did almost have to get my hair cut like him once
Yeah, that was.
because
Oh, really?
You should have.
of Sean.
I
yeah.
won that bet straight up, and you pussed out.
You cheated.
No, I didn't. You knew the rules.
You cheated.
Okay, so he had told me that there's no way to get him pass out drunk. And so he was already a little drunk when we were talking about this, and I had him scribble out a contract that said, if I got him pass out drunk, I could, without worry, shave half of his head. Because let's face it, if you shave half of his head and you have those glasses on, he looks like fucking Skrillex.
Okay.
So I won the bet, but I couldn't bring myself to do it because I know how angry I'd be the next day. So
You also know the underhanded tactics that you took.
hey, there were no rules.
I
That
was
was a dick move on my part.
done drinking for the night, and he comes out with a cup of water for me because someone tried to start a fight with me, so he brought me water.
That's a different story, but no one started a fight with you. That was your fault.
He absolutely tried. I remember.
Oh, Macho Man, Randy Savage. I'm just throwing that out there.
He deserved it. He said Hulk Hogan was a better wrestler than the Macho Man. You can't say shit like that.
I kid you not. Like,
can't.
we were having an after party, and I look at this kid, and he thinks Riley's joking around. I was like, dude, like, I don't know why this sounds stupid to me too, man, but leave Macho Man out
It's
of this.
not
Otherwise,
stupid.
he's gonna fight
Watch
you.
SummerSlam '92 and tell me that there's an argument. There isn't. So he brings out a glass of water for me, and I chugged it, but it was straight vodka, which was really cool.
Which I want to point out that in my later years in life, I would never do that, and it was all because he wanted me to. Like,
I did.
it was
Also,
his
like,
fault.
I asked for it.
at what point were you like slamming back a glass of water and you were like, "Oh yeah, that's vodka," and
Once
you
it was
just kept
done,
going?
it was gone. No,
Yeah,
he
once
needed
it-
water. That was my bad. I should have given him water.
I am no longer that rowdy in my 30s as I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're being honest with Spirits, we're literally looking at our computer screen and we have a Spirits logo with Macho Man in the background. So
Yeah.
it's
That is awesome.
if you can see it.
Yep, that's awesome.
We had to do a whole sticker run of those because Macho Man.
He's good, man, but I'm just saying, I think Gold Dust could take him.
Gold Dust is pretty sick.
You have the weave to prove it. Now you're gonna have to show it to us. One of these times,
see?
I'm seriously gonna regret what I say.
Ghost Parade has
Yeah.
a sticker episode.
We need to do more of those.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys have any other questions? And we're coming up on an hour here. Oh my god.
All I know is the chat froze for me, so I can't see anything. So
Oh man, I told you.
Sad.
I broke it.
I quit.
Okay, yeah, I broke it.
What was the
That
first
sounds
concert
painful.
you guys went to?
Oh, what was
What
that?
was the first concert you guys went to?
Talking about this.
Yep.
So speaking of Backstreet Boys, I went to the Black and Blue tour in like '98.
So jealous.
I don't know what year that was, but my first like full blown concert, other than like my dad's band, was that was like a Backstreet Boys concert.
My first concert was in Sync, so
Hey, see?
battle
yeah.
of the boy bands.
Riley's gonna say Backstreet Boys. Don't.
I'm a
that's-
Backstreet Boy.
That's another
yeah.
sensitive
I do
subject.
love NSYNC though too. Do.
I mean, they both have awesome music. I grew up with such a rivalry. It's like,
Absolutely.
100%.
Like that's a big separation of like which boy band, which team were you on?
It's
Yeah.
usually fine.
It is.
It was the Twilight team separation of the
Yeah, Edward versus what's the other guy?
Jacob,
Jacob.
right?
I've never seen those
Yeah, it
movies.
was.
Twilight
Twilight.
Edward
versus Jacob. Team Jacob.
I was Team Edward. Vampires for sure.
Yeah, I have to agree. When that whole fad was there, it's like, no, it's definitely vampires.
I'm the only werewolf one.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, Sierra.
Yeah, that's
That's
such an interesting to like. Again, we were just talking about this before we got on this interview, and it's like what a strange, different like influences like starting listening to music, and you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, DC Talk was a
Yeah.
big one, and it's like, whoa, I forgot about that
I
band.
bet they're rad live.
They are phenomenal live. They are phenomenal live.
What's
And I'm not religious anymore, but Jesus Freak is a perfect album. I'm
That
just throwing
album's
out there.
great.
you bring up that album. Yeah, I've heard you bring up that album a couple times.
When I was a kid in grade school, we were having a show and tell, and I remember I had the Jesus Freak music video on a VHS cassette, and I brought it in, and they set it off halfway through and said, "We can't show this." And I was like, "Oh,
Okay, well, at least let me rewind it.
Nice.
yeah, be kind, be kind." Riley, what was your first concert?
First concert. I think I know this one.
Michael W. Smith.
Oh yeah,
He is a Christian artist. He had an album in the early mid-80s. What was it called? I think
find my faith in this world.
I think it was called Place in This World. That album to this day I still listen to. I'm not a Christian, but the music's awesome. Yeah.
Jewish freaks, you love Jewish freaks? Cool.
There you go.
Oh. All right.
No idea.
Would he just keep going if we just like sit here and watch the
Yeah.
chat?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
God,
he will go.
Like, he will just continue.
I'm
Energetic.
just happy I can't see it right now, so.
Sound like Jack Black. I'll take that, man.
Hey.
Straight up.
Oh,
You might-
we could do a Peaches cover next.
Peaches.
yeah, he does not
No.
stop.
Jack
Oh,
Black's
from the
song from the Mario movie?
Uh,
What? You're fucking up.
I forget.
Now I'm gonna have to watch the Mario movie again. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
my daughter walks around singing that song all the time.
As well.
All right. Well,
Sean, no.
anybody else in the chat have any more questions? I know Instagram's probably gonna kick us off in a few minutes.
Can you sing a
Wait.
song in the voice of Batman?
Oh my
Oh, we're missing.
asking for
Oh, we're back again. Everybody.
And I'm wearing the flavor.
It's a duet with
Miguel
Kane.
would like to know, would you let other dudes pet your beard? He's asking for a friend.
He said bread.
Got bread. And my bread
Bread,
is, homie. Loaves for everybody.
Got a nice bread.
I read his beard, so there you go.
Bread.
No, I frequently let gentlemen pet my beard.
Yeah. And your bread.
A lot of
There you go, Miguel.
That's an offer. I'll see you time.
week.
He's got to go to Washington. That's all he needs to do now.
It's a whole wet.
Go home, make your drunk. Yeah, but
No, it's
phone.
you. It's not the phone. It's you.
Are you sure it's the phone?
Oh,
Grade flowers.
like
Dip it in
Uh-oh. Didn't you do the glitter thing and it like takes forever to get out?
glitter thing?
Oh, the glitter
Like,
beard?
science.
The glitter beard.
The glitter
Maybe it was
Around
time to
Christmas time, put like Christmas bells and stuff in it. There you go.
You gotta do like the spraying of like the sealant and then.
So it's like flipping.
Yeah.
Don't do
So
glitter. You'll have it in your house for months.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't do
Terrible.
what Iron Sanctuary did.
Iron Sanctuary.
Need a Bay Area show.
Yes.
We want to get down. We played with a band from down the Crest. Yeah. We want
Yeah.
to play with them again.
Yeah. We will be as soon as we can afford a band.
Yep.
Okay, this has off the
Was it on?
Is that like
No, it
it is
really wasn't. Ever.
Craft turkeys. Like,
top tier?
it's like microbrews.
Microbiographies. There you go.
These are craft. All right.
When we
Sierra, I think you're gonna need a
have
bigger
Miguel
spray
on the
bottle.
live, you guys are gonna have to come in the chat and roast him the whole time.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Oh, please do. Please.
Straight up.
It'd be like
I will let
situations,
you
right?
know, like, text you before we go live and be like, come on now.
Do it. We'll all get phones. We can all join separately.
absolutely.
We'll let it fly.
When's the next?
She disinfected her eye.
Oh my god.
I don't
All
know
right, guys. Well, this was really fun. You guys are awesome. And let us know when you have new music coming out. and we will definitely help promote it.
Thank you so much. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you guys having us on here.
Of course.
It was a lot of fun.
Hey, have a good night.
You guys stay safe.
Bye, guys. Take
Bye.
care.